Hi, this is George with Argo Electrical Services, and I am the surge protector guy. So, this is podcast number three, and what I want to talk about today is the value of redevicing older homes. Um, is it worth the money to change out the switches and receptacles in your 30, 40, 50-year old home? I would say yes, it's definitely worth looking into. When I first came up with this idea back in 2009, my mentor, as far as marketing and getting myself, visible online, suggested to me to go to networking meetings. Well, several of the members of the networking group that I attended, four or five at least, were real estate people, and some of the first, leads or whatever you want to call it that were given to me was to go to these older homes and fix problems, and they might have a light switch in one bedroom, and there might be a receptacle in the den, and the light's not working in the kitchen, whatever. And anyway, the way that residential properties are wired, it's kind of in series, and they bring one set of wires in, one set of wires leaves the box into another box and out of a box, into another box and out of a box. Generally, residential electricians use 15 amp devices, even on 20 amp circuits, and these 15 amp devices allow the electrician to just skin the insulation back from the copper wire and stab it in the back of the device. And they actually are using the device as, a connection point. What I would call, they made a joint by using the device. But then, as time goes on, what it is the back of that device has a little metal spring in it. You push the wire in there, and there's even a little spot to where you could poke it and it'll release it. Over time, that device gets hot when it's being used, it cools down when it's not being used, hot and cold, hot and cold. It expands, it contracts over and over again over years, and eventually that spring will loosen. Well, one of the hot wires or one of the neutral wires will come out of there, and everything downstream of that device will no longer work. And so I might go, you might say, well, here's the receptacle right here where my TV's at. It's not working. But the problem may be two or three receptacles over or in another room or whatever. And we found it much more valuable to our customers, time wise and value wise. Is the value is um, by the time that we start hunting around trying to figure out where the real culprit is, we can remove and replace all the devices in one room in an hour, hour and 20 minutes most times. When we go in and we change these out, we do them like commercial settings. In commercial settings, we wire nut all the hots together and all the neutrals together of each circuit and all the grounds together in each box. And then we do a pigtail, which goes out to the device. That way, if the device fails, your grandson gets a hammer and goes over there and beats the poop out of the receptacle. As long as it does not cause the circuit to arc, even though that receptacle may not be functional anymore, everything else still works. And, by the time we spend 2 or 3 hours at our normal hourly rate for a service call, we could be almost halfway done with redevicing your home. So anyway, to me, there's huge advantages in that. And like I said, when I sell these deals to my customers, um, I always tell them, you have a lifetime warranty on this. As long as you own the property, nobody messes with it, and I'm still alive. And but seriously, um, 5 years down the road or whatever, I'm out of town. I can't get to the service call. This receptacle quits working. Your nephew, your dad, your brother, your husband, your wife. I've actually know quite a few females that are quite technically savvy, but the only thing that's going to be wrong is that one device, and they do go bad over time. They will not last forever. I can remember in my early 20s when I got into the electrical trade after dropping out of college. My father had me replace quite a few receptacles and switches in my mom and dad's home in South Georgia. So anyway, the next thing I want to discuss is what does it take? What does it cost? And how much time, will it consume to do this? So if you've got somebody that's, savvy in the electrical field, um, you know, uh, got the craft down fairly well, um, you know, they should be able to give you a price. I generally give prices, based on the square feet of the house. I mean, generally, 1,800 square foot home is going to have somewhere around 40 to 45 receptacles, probably 15 to 20 switches. Um, you know, you need to understand that if your home is over 15 years old, there may not be arc fault, ground fault breakers there. So, they'll have to replace GFIs in spots. And, maybe you want dimmers. Maybe when they go back with the one receptacle in your bedroom, you want a USB port. So, all of those things are stuff to consider. Generally with us, I mean, for a smaller home, something like that generally takes a full 7.5 to 8.5 hours to do, just because you got to move furniture around. You got to take your time in people's property and not scuff up the painted walls and all that stuff. And so, you could be looking at anywhere from, 3 grand to 5 grand, just depending on how big your house is and what kind of stuff you want in there. But at the end of the day, and that addresses my next point, is what will be your return on investment? Well, you'll no longer have to squeeze the ends of the plug-in to get them to work, because the little square cube that you're charging your phone with is falling out of the wall. No more arcing circuits. No more poor connection, in the kitchen where you're running your blender or your coffee pot or your microwave or whatever. Generally when we do these things, we go in and we replace all the switches, all the receptacles, um, and that also includes the plates. So the aesthetics is really good for this. And if you're a do-it-yourself, or maybe you're robust in what you do around the home, and you're up to doing it yourself, I highly suggest you giving it a try. Obviously, I need to sell electrical installations to make a living, but everything I do is in brain surgery. However, if you do get to a point to where, you know, you can't complete it and you're in North Georgia, you can always call me. I believe if you were looking at selling your home or whatever, this is a must do thing, because nobody wants to buy a car that they have to do a bunch of repairs on. They want to be able to get the keys, get the title, go get insurance on it, put some gas in it, crank it up, and drive it down the road. Period. And you know, always make sure that whatever you know whatever choice you decide to make is have a little knowledge about what you're doing, do a little bit of research. And if you hire someone to do it, there's nothing wrong with someone that does handyman services and all that. But I probably 50 times in the last 15 years since I've been in business, where people have torn apart three-way and four-way switches, and they couldn't get them back together, and they couldn't make it work. And and we'll help you out with as much or as little as you want. But the point I'm getting at is hire a qualified contractor. If you have someone that doesn't have insurance, doesn't have license, and there ends up being a fire hazard and an event on your property, the insurance company would never pay. And, other than our families, what greater investment really do we have than our homes? At least that's my thing. But anyway, so this has been my third podcast on, um, what's the value in replacing switches and receptacles in your home. We call it redevicing. I don't know that everybody calls it that, but anyway, my name is George Argo. I'm with Argo Electrical Services. I'm the owner. I am the surge protector guy. You can contact me 770-596-1437, or you can find me on the web at argoelectrical.com, or you can just Google at Argo Electrical. Have a great day.